Dear colleagues, we continue our working day, and I invite Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk, spokesperson of the presidential administration. Good afternoon, dear journalists. I offer to your attention the latest events from the ATO area during last 24 hours. Near Lugansk, there were no military provocations from enemies. Near Donetsk, the disturbing situation was near Donetsk airport. In particular, the militaries used small arms, grenade launchers, big caliber machine guns near Piski, opened Avdiivka, and used mortars near Pervomaisk. Besides that, band formations which are deployed near Staromykhailivka fired from anti-air installations and mortars on our positions near Krasnogorivsk and Nevelsk. Also, the militants used grenade launchers, big caliber machine guns, and small arms near Novhorodska, Mayorsk, and near Gorlivka. The most hot spot yesterday was during the last 24 hours near Zaitsevo. There, militants undertook an attempt offensive and many times used 82 millimeter mortars, grenade launchers, small arms, and big caliber machine guns. The combat lasted almost 24 hours. Ukrainian servicemen showed courage and heroism and repelled the enemies from the heights from which they were undertaking their offensive. And here they found the big number of weapons, in particular the anti-tank control missiles and fire launchers Dmil, which were produced in the year 2000, and with the Russian Federation marking, which again proves that Russia supports militants with money, weapon, and other material supplies. Near Mariupol, the biggest number of shellings were registered near Mariinka. During the day, the militants used small arms, big caliber machine guns, and almost at 11 p.m. they used 82 millimeter mortars. Provocations near Mariinka got response from Ukrainian forces. Yesterday, the militants completely left Shirokina. This village under full control of Ukrainian forces. Now there is clearing and demining of the territory because the militants installed many booby traps. In line with Minsk agreements, Shirokina has to remain under control of the military forces of Ukraine. During the last 24 hours, there were no killed soldiers among Ukrainian servicemen, but two were wounded, one of them near Shirokina and the second near Krasnogorivka.
According to Chief Intelligence Department of MOD, Russia continued to provide weapons and ammunition and personnel to their proxies in the east of Ukraine. And to Sverdlovsk, 120 Russian servicemen came. Sverdlovsk, we mean that is in Luganshina. And also in Karcharske village, Novozovsky region of Donetsk Oblast, 250 servicemen of Russian Federation came, and to Rovenyak, Russia brought echelons with 420 tons of fuel, and to Ilovaisk 7 railway carriers with military equipment, 3 cisterns of fuel, and 4 freight cars with ammunition. Intelligence service report on clandestine transfer of dead Russian servicemen through the state border. On the 23rd of February, through the checkpoint Dovzhansky to the territory of Russia, they brought 2 coffins with bodies of Russian officers and 5 sacks with remains of Russian servicemen. And also information is verified on delivering 60 bodies of Russian servicemen to the Donetsk Clinical Hospital morgue on the 23rd of February. And also losses among the militants and threat of active intensive military action deteriorate the morale of the militants. In so-called 1st Battalion of the Territorial Defense, and also there's a mass desertion is observed in these units of the militants. The same thing is observed among the Russian servicemen that are in the 5th Detached Motorized Brigade of DPI. The militants that committed crimes against territorial integrity of Ukraine are punished, and one DPI member, nicknamed Commissar, was sentenced to 12 years in prison. In the course of the annexation of Crimea, he took part in the blockade of the military units, and he was awarded even a medal by the Russian Federation. SBU of Ukraine informed on suspicion to the mercenary from Russia who tortured and killed Ukrainian servicemen. The citizen of Russia, Denis Ivanovich Kudrin, nicknamed Hooligan, in April 2014 headed illegal armed formation in the DPR, and that is subordinate to the Chief Intelligence Department of Russian Federation. Kudrin, together with other militants, took part in killings and torture of Ukrainian servicemen. He looted peaceful residents, and also in the course of attack on Debaltseva, he headed the 3rd Motorized Battalion of the 2nd Detached Motorized Brigade of LPR. And then law enforcement officers continue to confiscate illegal weapons and ammunition. In Kyivshina, SBU found a cache of arms, and they confiscated 150 grenades, RPG, D5F1 with fuses, 87 shells to grenade launcher, and also 20,000 cartridges of different caliber. Now,